The Howling Grove. Chapter 1. First Awakening. The first light of dawn slipped softly through the cracked window, pooling across the worn wooden floorboards like liquid amber. It crept slowly, brushing the pale curve of Laura's bare shoulder, trailing down the line of her neck until it disappeared beneath the collar of her borrowed cotton shirt. She stirred beneath the threadbare quilt, eyes, blue as a storm-dark sea, flickering open. For a moment, she didn't move. The silence of the unfamiliar room wrapped around her like a cocoon. This wasn't home. Not the cramped apartment in the city she'd left behind. This place, an old cabin on the edge of Greystone, smelled of pine, dust, and something ancient. She'd come to the town 3 nights ago, chasing rumors and whispers about the grove. What she found was something far more real, and far more dangerous. Now, beneath her skin, something pulsed. Laura's fingers twitched, brushing instinctively against the warmth just beneath her collarbone. The symbol, etched into her flesh like fire and shadow, throbbed softly, a private rhythm only she could feel. The mark. The sensation was electric, tugging at nerves and memory, sending heat down her spine and into her core. Outside, birdsong laced the air, too gentle for the wild ache stirring inside her. Her breath came slow and shallow. The rhythm of the world no longer matched the rhythm of her body. The room smelled faintly of moss and wood smoke, layered with the scent of forest floor. Her tangled blonde hair fanned across the pillow like a spill of gold, still holding the scent of last night's air. The mark pulsed again, steady, insistent. Not just a brand. A hunger. She squeezed her eyes shut, heart fluttering as memory surfaced. The forest. The moonlight. The moment she had been chosen. And Rob. His touch still lingered on her skin, rough, reverent fingers brushing the nape of her neck. His voice, low and rasped, had been equal parts warning and invitation. She'd wandered too far that night, deeper into the grove than anyone said was wise. But something, some instinct, had drawn her. The woods had come alive with whispers, the crack of branches, the murmur of wind in needles, and the distant, soul-piercing howl. And Rob, emerging from the shadows like a myth. His presence had filled the clearing like smoke, inescapable, consuming. Her pulse quickened now, the ache twisting deeper. Because she was marked. Because the grove had chosen her. And because Rob was more than a man, something other. Sunlight stretched across the room, casting dancing shadows on the floor. Her breath hitched. Her fingers traced the mark again, reverent, afraid. It wasn't just a connection. It was a tether. She shivered at the memory of his lips near her ear, his breath trailing heat across her skin. Their touch had been brief. But it had awakened something. The mark demanded surrender. Outside, the small town of Greystone stirred, quaint and quiet on the surface, but old. Older than maps, older than stories. And deep in its woods, the grove watched. A crow launched skyward outside the window, its wings slicing the air like a dark omen. Something in the atmosphere shifted, a hum beneath the silence. She dressed slowly, body hypersensitive to the drag of cotton against her skin. The mark warmed beneath the fabric, reminding her that this wasn't over. A knock startled her. Sharp, but not unkind. "Laura?" His voice. She opened the door. Rob stood there, broad-shouldered, tousled hair falling over sharp cheekbones. His eyes, dark brown flecked with green, held her in place. "You're awake," he said. Not a question. His gaze dropped to where the shirt dipped slightly, revealing the edge of the mark. "You feel it, don't you?" His voice was low, weighted. She nodded. "It's the bond." He stepped closer, heat rolling off him. It's waking. And so are we. He reached for her hand, thumb brushing the curve of the mark through fabric. I'm here, he said. You don't have to face it alone. Rob's nearness coiled around her, heat, scent, memory. Her fingers trembled as she touched the mark again, heart pounding. I don't understand what it means, she whispered. Any of it. He cupped her jaw, gentle but certain. It means you're not who you were. The grove chooses. And when it does, there's no going back. The ache inside her surged. His words didn't scare her, they confirmed what she already knew. She wasn't alone. But she wasn't just herself anymore, either. I'm scared, she said. The words felt small, but true. Rob leaned in. Good, he murmured. Fear sharpens the edge. It means this is real. His hand slid beneath the hem of her shirt, slow and reverent. His fingers skimmed her skin like he was reading scripture. The mark pulsed again. Together, they felt it. Outside, a wind passed through the trees, carrying the howl of something watching. Laura exhaled shakily and closed her eyes. She didn't pull away. We're bound now, Rob said, voice barely more than breath. In the grove, love walks with danger. She leaned into him, lips parted, body drawn like a tide to the moon. His touch slid up her side, fingertips dancing over the rise of her hip. Sparks bloomed across her nerves, hot, aching. She looked up into his eyes, those wild, haunted eyes. Why me? She whispered. He hesitated. Because the grove knows what it needs. Even if we don't. The mark throbbed beneath her skin, sinking to her heartbeat. His lips found her throat, soft and slow, trailing fire along her pulse. Her fingers tangled in his hair. The world narrowed to heat and breath and touch. Rob kissed her, deep, claiming, full of hunger and something older than language. Their bodies pressed together, skin to skin, breath to breath. And when the kiss finally broke, Rob's forehead rested against hers, his voice a whisper of thunder, we belong to each other now. Laura's soul answered in silence. This was only the beginning.